Hey, it's Jana. I am excited that you're back for part two of our first series in boot camp. And so we're going to be talking about today the My Customers, adding your customers on Mary Kay in Touch. Because when you sell the product, you're going to have to track their stuff somewhere. Okay. Also, inventory management. When you're tracking your customers' orders, it's going to be pulling that the things basically virtually off of your shelf, and it's going to be tracking your inventory well, so that's great. Also, how do you charge cards? How do you charge someone's credit card in your Mary Kay business? And what about tracking for tax purposes, for just your profit and loss and what you know that you're making in your business? I found that when you're tracking things, you're moving forward in your Mary Kay business. So we're going to talk about that. So are you ready? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. We're going to talk about my customers. So I'm going to go ahead and pop you onto my Mary Kay in Touch page. And so this is the homepage to Mary Kay in Touch. You see it says, welcome, Jana. Okay, so if I were wanting to go to my customers, I would go down here. It should show up right here, my customers. But let's go ahead and say that it doesn't. So go under Business Tools, My Customers. So when you click on My Customers, you will be able to, it tells you all the things you're going to be able to do here. This is really cool. So there are two different things. There's My Customers and My Customers Plus. My Customers Plus is an app, and that is to use on your phone, and it will connect with your My Customers that's on here. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and click My Customers. Okay, so this is your My Customers. When you have a new client, what you do is you click New Customer. And so I am going to just type here Jane Doe, and we'll put Jane Doe at gmail.com. And you want to make sure that you check all of these things, because Beauty e-News, that is Mary Kay emailing your clients when new products come out. MKE cards is that gives you the opportunity to contact your clients about different things through email. Also, product reorder reminders. You definitely want them to be able to receive a reminder when maybe their moisturizer has run out, and Mary Kay will track those types of things for you. And shopping bag reminder. And that means that Mary Kay recognizes that they started an order, but maybe they haven't fulfilled it. So it will send you a reminder. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to put my cell phone number in here. I'm going to click the SMS, so that enables the text messaging. And then you put their address, 123 Jones Street. And that is in Jones, Kansas, 66547. And then you don't really have to enter all of this other stuff, but it's great to have their birth date and their anniversary or any other special dates that you would like to recognize. And then you can also put a note in there that is for you, not for them. And then skincare, you can type their age and a little bit about what they put on their customer profile. You can also put their makeup information on here. Then you click Save Customer. Okay, so here you are. And so you've got that customer entered there. Let me just show you that you can also create tags. So maybe maybe Jane Doe is a Time-Wise Repair client. And so let's create a new tag. And so we can put Time-Wise Repair for a Time-Wise Repair client. And that way it allows you to categorize your clients and find out who is on your Time-Wise Repair client list more quick later on. Okay. Also down below here, you can add a note that is maybe something that you need to follow up with her about, or her foundation color, or different things like that. Also, you can click on this customer's information, orders. So this will show you later on if you need to see if she says, hey, I want to reorder that eyeshadow that I got from you last time, you just click on orders, or you can click on products that she previously purchased and it will show you. Also, there's an activity summary. Let's say that Jane has already placed an order with you. So we can click on add order. And so Mary Kate wants to know the method of fulfillment. Did you fulfill it from your inventory, or do you want them to send it through the customer delivery service? Let's just say I'm going to send it through my inventory, but this is how, if you're an active consultant, you can have Mary Kay send the product for you. Okay. Create the customer on my customers, and then go to this page, create an order, and click customer delivery service. They will ship the product for you. Okay. So let's go ahead and just click my inventory, and we're going to add the products. And let's just say that she got an antioxidant moisturizer. So if I just type antioxidant, it's going to pop it up and give me a choice. I'll select the right one, and then you can see it goes right here down below. Okay. Let's say that's all she got, but I want you to know that if you do a CDS order, you can click over here and you can actually add samples. Mary Kay will send 2 samples at no cost to you. So make sure that you don't forget to add those onto your order. Okay, so you can add payment down here if you'd like. You could also click on the follow-up. Like if you want to follow up with her 2 days, 2 weeks, and 2 months, click on that and it will actually show up in your Mary Kay reminders on a daily basis. So if you want to save and review the order, then I like to create an invoice. So I click here, create invoice under Excel, because I want to change the amounts. Maybe I gave her a special deal, or whatever the case may be. Maybe you just want to keep a copy for you, because that's what I really like to do. Okay, let me see if this will pull up on this screen. Okay, it's not going to pop up. Maybe it is. Okay, hold on just one moment. I'm going to share that screen so you can see what that looks like. Okay. Share screen. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is what the order looks like on Excel. And so you'll type in here, maybe, whatever your sales tax is. And your sales tax, you have to know where the sales tax is, where you're receiving the order. So if it's being shipped to your house, and let's say your sales tax is 7.5%, I'm going to take $34 times 0.075, and that is going to give me a 2.55 amount. That's my sales tax, okay? So once you put that in the sales tax, it's automatically going to populate in here. I always like to type a fun little note in here that says, thank you, exclamation point, and then I always print it like this, and then I sign it by hand, because I want everyone to see my signature, knowing that I cared enough to just sign, okay? Also, if you're giving them a discount, it's important for you to add the sales tax prior to putting the discount on there, because when you purchase the product directly from Mary Kay, you are paying sales tax on the retail amount, okay? So you want to go ahead, add the sales tax on, and then give that discount. Let's say that they had a gift card for $10 off. And so we'll just go ahead and put $10 in the discount. And look, it does all of the math for you. And so what you can do then is go to your printer. And I like to print 2 copies, one for me and one for the client. And so I keep that for other bookkeeping purposes, which we're going to talk about here in just a little bit. Okay. So what's next? Well, what is next is, let's talk about the weekly accomplishment sheet. I want you to have a way that you can track where you're at in your sales in your business for the week, for the month, for the year. It's really important for you to know where you're at, okay? Because a tracked number grows. Let's go ahead and go over to Mary Kay In Touch again. So let me share my screen. Hold on just one moment. Okay, here we go. All right, so when we mark that as processed and mark it as shipped and delivered, we are going to be able to find it under our weekly accomplishment sheets. So what I did is just clicked Mary Kay In Touch to go back to the home page. And I want to go underneath the Business Tools tab. And look right here. It has weekly accomplishments. So I'm going to click on weekly accomplishments. And there are so many things you can do. You can enter weekly accomplishments, view the scoreboard. You can look at your weekly accomplishment sheet reports. You can, there's a scoreboard you can review. As a sales director, can review unit accomplishments. And here's a FAQ. So much information. Let's go ahead and click on Enter Weekly Accomplishments. Okay, so for this week, look here. You can see that this Jane Doe order already popped in here. But what it doesn't have is it doesn't have the time that I spent. So we're going to put on here that I just spent 0.25 because maybe I spent 15 minutes visiting with her or delivering the product or whatever the case may be. So 0.25 would be just a quarter of an hour. And then it wasn't at a facial. So let's look at this. Let's say it was an on-the-go appointment. I just met with her and captured that order. And then the sales tax amount. So if you remember right, the sales tax amount was $2.55. And hostess gifts, this is if you gave any prizes to her, and this is all section 2. So when you click on this, any underlined thing is a link, and it will tell you exactly what it is. So if I click on that, it says this is section 2, record your cost for any hostess gifts other than section 1 product giveaways, gifts with purchase, or preferred customer program premiums that you give away. Okay, so that's what that is. Now this next spot, the giveaways, this is section 1 product. And so we gave away $10. And so we would put that right there. And then this is non-recovered sales tax. So what that means is if you gave her an eyeshadow, and obviously you're not going to charge sales tax on something you're giving away, totally like that. So you would put your non-recovered sales tax in there. Okay, then to finish this up, you're going to click add. Okay, so you add that and that goes down below. And so if there's anything that you need to do to that later, if you need to delete it, you can click the X, or if you need to edit it, you click on the pencil. And so that will allow you, it pulls it back up here, so you can edit that order, okay? And then when you're done, you just click update and it goes down below. So that is a little bit about the weekly accomplishment sheet. And so something that is really neat that you can do is you can look up your summary, like year-to-date summary. So up here, there's a year-to-date summary, and I'm going to look at last seminar year because I want to show you how to print off a report. When you're tracking this on a regular basis, it is really easy peasy to do. Okay, so this is going to go from the beginning of the seminar year, which is usually July 1st, to the next year. So this is going on seminar year, but what you can do is you can copy and paste it, or you can export, see print here, or export the report. So you can export it and it goes into an Excel spreadsheet, and you can just do a summary for 2022 and then 2023, okay? Anyway, this is, it's so good. And it's just an easy way for you to track the sales in your Mary Kay business and tracking products that you're giving away. Another tip I have for you is when you are tracking the demo products, because especially in our virtual world, we are utilizing products on screen to do parties, to do facials, and then in person, when people are sitting around a table, you're passing, products and letting them use products. So how do you track that? Well, again, I would suggest going on to My Customers and actually creating a customer. Let me just show you how to do this. Okay. So I don't want there to be any confusion. Okay, so going to My Customers, which is in my favorites for sure, because I'm going there a lot. Okay, so then you want to create a new customer, and I want you to name your new customer Demo, and the last name is Product. And that's product that you're demonstrating, okay? So if you create that customer and you save it right there, it'll pop up as a customer, okay? I already have a customer named Demo. So I will just show you that here. Leave page. Here we go. So I already have a customer named Demo Office Use, okay? So if I click on Demo Office Use, and then I needed to add an order. So that's what you'll do, is you will add an order. And so it will just look like an order, but it will pull out of your inventory. And so I'll click on my inventory, add products, and let's say that this week, what I demoed was a hydrating lotion. Let's enter there. And then maybe I also, which I do need to pull this out of inventory too, satin hand set, because I am low, low, low. So, ooh, that's not, let's just type satin. There we go. Okay. And so I'm going to look up for the white tea and citrus. I am going to demo another one of those. Okay. All right, there we go. So these are the things that I've pulled out of my inventory to demo. And so I am going to save that. Now, this is not going to be saved on, you don't want to put that on your weekly accomplishment sheet. You don't want to like finalize it because you don't want that in your report because it's not product sold. You just want to be able to go to that customer at the end of the year and print off all of the orders. So let's look at that. Let's go to that customer, and you can do a search right here, Demo Office Use. And so it is the end of the year. And so I'm wanting to print off a report. So I would look up orders. And so you can look up orders and see which products, you can print off each order. So I would print off everything from 2023, and I would print all of that off to turn that into my tax preparer for product that I can deduct on my taxes for demo products. Okay, so that's a great tip for that. Okay, next. So that's the weekly accomplishment sheet. By the way, on your weekly accomplishment sheet, they go from Sunday morning to Saturday night. Okay. So after Saturday night, maybe on Sundays or on Monday mornings, you want to make sure that you're submitting those to your sales director every week. That is a great way for me to see how you're doing in your Mary Kay business, what we need to work on, how I can help you be most successful in the time that you work in your business. Let's say hypothetically that you saw 30 people this last week in your Mary Kay business and you only sold $500 in product. We would have a conversation about that. I would say, hey, let's talk about that. How did you see them? Was it virtually? Was it in person? And, how were you closing them? Because there's so many ways that your independent sales director can help you tweak how to be more successful just by having those conversations. Okay. So the weekly accomplishment sheet is a win-win. It's amazing. And it keeps you on track for tax purposes. Okay, so next thing that I want to visit with you about is ProPay. I think it's important for you to know how to charge people's credit cards. I mean, if you're going to run a business, you're probably going to be accepting credit cards. So here we go. Here is the ProPay. Once you get ProPay, once you sign up for it, by the way, if you haven't signed up for it yet, make sure you do so from Mary Kay in Touch. Okay, go to Mary Kay in Touch, and it should be underneath the ordering tab. You will see ProPay, and that is where, and you want to make sure that you link it by using your consultant ID number. Okay. All right. So once you're on here, the best way to process credit cards is by clicking process via online terminal. Once you go on here, oh, it just kicked me out. Okay, let me log in. By the way, if you do not stay logged in, it will actually kick you out. And there's like a security process to get you back in, that it'll send you a security code to your email. Okay, your email on file. Okay, so if I'm going to process a card, just click process a card. This up here is just the required card information. That's it. Okay, that's all you have to have. Their zip code, the amount charged, the expiration date, and the card number. What I do suggest getting is the CID number, the last or the 3-digit code, and then their name as it appears on the card. That way, if you're going to save this for future purchases, it will be easier for you to find, because you can't find it if there's no name attached. Okay, then you're going to click continue. You're going to click charge the card. It's that easy. Also, I want to show you how to look at your reports. Okay, has somebody paid you? Or, if you've sent an email or a text, then you can go to pending transactions or completed transactions. So those are the two ones that you'll probably use most. Also, if you have someone that wants product and they are not local to you, you can charge them. You can send them an email or text invoice by sending email or text invoice. Okay. What that looks like is you'll either get their phone number or their email address. So first name, last name, their email address or phone number, the amount to charge the card, and invoice number. I like to use today's date. So like, let's say it is May 16th of 2024. I would do 51624, and then I would put their last name. That individualizes that invoice, so there will never be another one like it. Okay. And then in the notes, I like to type, thank you for your Mary Kay order, Jana. And that way they know what that is for. And then you click submit, and they get it. They get it either via text or via email, and you can let them know, hey, I sent the invoice. You should be getting it any minute. Okay. And so they will be able to pay it from their end, and that money will zip right into your ProPay account. Okay. So that concludes what we're going to visit about today. I hope that you're excited. I hope you're ignited. I hope that you are sharing this Mary Kay product and this opportunity with others, because I'll tell you, it's so much fun, and it blesses others to help them just really feel beautiful and empowered. All right. I hope you feel beautiful and empowered today. Make today a great day. All right. Thanks for hopping on. Make sure to watch our next Bootcamp series. Make it a great day, friends.